Give first, the reciprocity flywheel.
I think that's, sort of really, particularly with the e-commerce equation, how I've tried to create the mission and the values. Really, it's all member centric.
I would agree with that. And I have a concept which is called hacking Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So, the pyramid where at the top it says self-actualization.
Yeah.
And then everything in between, which is usually like, survival, water, food, shelter, and it doesn't really get to community until toward the top of the pyramid.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times in business, if you're stuck in survival mode, it's very difficult to actualize and to, I guess, share from our framework, which is giving to others.
100%.
But if you can bypass that survival state and go straight to, I'm just going to give value, I'm going to help people despite my survival lifestyle that I might be in, what actually happens is you move to the top of the pyramid a lot faster, because when you give value to others in the world, what happens is there's the law of reciprocity. The law of reciprocity, which is they want to give back. And that's how I started my business, dude, which was I showed up on Instagram, I gave it all away for free, despite being in survival mode, despite being in a ridiculous amount of debt. And what happens is if you give, people want to give back. And in your space, if you give to your community and help people make money and generate revenue, I don't know how to explain it, like the universe just kind of starts to open doors and things start to go your way when you shift out of survival mode and into an actualized mode where you're like, let me help people.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And it's so counterintuitive. When you're
it's opposite of what you think survival is.
Yeah, you want to make a buck. But it's really hard to actually, especially when you're in that moment where you need to survive, to actually give it away for free. All your instincts are screaming to monetize this, get the sale. And if you can withstand that and take your approach, I think that